Morning everyone, thank you for the introduction. My name is Rizwan Shaikh and basically I used to have a very unique identity. People used to call it with various names known as ethical hacker or cybersecurity expert. This at times sounds interesting, but it has multiple negative impacts as well. So being more than a decade in the cybersecurity industry, we have been working towards multiple audits, assessment, and like it was more than a decade that we are dealing with almost all the Web 2 technologies where we have found vulnerabilities on web portals, networks, applications, and there have been lot of cybercrime investigation cases that has been coming to us across Asia, Africa and Middle East, where we are working very constantly, where we have seen the number of investigation cases coming up are of two types. Basically, one is because of the hacking at the user's end, compromising the security at the end of the user, whereas user are either themselves revealing their OTP and getting compromised. Users are installing some kind of application or software in the cell phone which is a malware. They are tricked into getting that installed in their phone and they are getting compromised or hacked. At the same time, there have been some other user and vulnerabilities like phishing link. They ended up clicking on it and entering their username, password, credentials, leaking it to an unethical hacker. So these were the user end vulnerabilities because of which the crime was happening. Other part of hacking includes the server level vulnerability. Now this is a cause of concern where imagine the system itself getting compromised, the main server. There are few terms defined in the cybersecurity language known as 0-day. 0-day is basically the vulnerability or a bug in the system itself. Let's name a big company, suppose a company XYZ. They are the major distributor of the cell phone. So if a vulnerability was found in the XYZ system itself, no matter whether it's your mistake or not, if you're using their cell phone, you will be compromised because of that 0-day attack. So we have been on the investigation part, we have been on the forefront of the cybersecurity audit part. So there came the requirement, and we found it very well that the Web3 tech definitely has some inbuilt security measures in it. When we talk about blockchain, it's very simple. There is a combination of private and public key. There is something which is which can be coined as decentralized network. So minimum 51% of the voting is required to do any particular task, and not everyone can be on the same page. So definitely the right will win. And these are the things that we have seen. But what we personally found is blockchain technology has took a very, very long time to get adapted. And believe it or not, we are in a blockchain summit and a conference, but it is still not completely adapted yet. It is not that everyone is using blockchain. Why? It's almost like 2008-9 the blockchain was invented, and still it's being too long. So why it is taking too long? The answer is simple. It is there are few parameters, but one of the major thing is it is not user friendly yet. What we have noticed is all the technology, till the time it is not being completely made user friendly, people won't adapt it simply. So making any tech user friendly is also our responsibility, being into development industry. And till the time it won't be made user friendly, the adoption won't happen very fast. Another reason might be is the cryptocurrency, I would say the famous happening things of cryptocurrency world, because whenever we talk, especially in the side of the place where I come from, the moment I use the word blockchain, the term cryptocurrency comes into it. Oh, you are launching a crypto coin. So crypto is one of the definitely a very genius product, but one of the product of blockchain technology. Blockchain has multiple things. So in order to have it user friendly, I basically want to display something on the screen. I will just duplicate the screen again. Okay, yeah, perfect. Right. So one of the things that we realized is in blockchain, if we can bring up something that can make life easy without compromising security. So how it can be done? It was very simple that we wanted to make something that will be faster, faster than the existing Web2 tech that is available. That should be affordable, or I would use the word cheaper in cost. Affordable compared to the existing Web2 tech. And third thing, that should be more secure than the existing Web2 tech. So anything that we are doing in the current world, in the current internet world, can be made faster, more affordable, and more secure. And this is possible if the blockchain tech is properly being used and by having the flavor of user friendliness. So we decided to make something where this is just an idea where things can be enhanced, evolved. Blockchain is such a thing where till date everyone is giving their input and you know how the upgradation is happening. So just on the idea phase, what we have done in the SharkWeb blockchain is we came up with an idea of preparing something known as no-code development platform. So I've seen there are a lot of no-code development platforms which are working effectively. But for anything that is happening around blockchain, if majority of the things can be put inside that, so this will attract even the people who are not into the core development part, who may be from the management committee, who may be the CEO of the company, the COO of the company. So they may not sit and always hire a blockchain developer or hire a team or outsource their thing to get their blockchain implemented in the organization. So to make their life easy, certain things can definitely be implemented from no-code development platform by themselves without relying on a technical support. So there came an idea, and I would like to just show you the no-code development platform. And what we tried is definitely it can be enhanced more. What we have done is, as of now, we have prepared successfully for the token generation, because a lot of people wanted us to show the token generation thing. But there are a lot of other dApps, decentralized application, can also be built or shifted on the blockchain. So for example, if there is an application, I will just talk about the cyber security angle part. Every one of us will have a firewall in our company, wherever we are working, or even if it's we are the business owner. Firewall is must to record activity logs, stop some malicious traffic. What we have seen is one of the major thing is whenever any big hack attempt happen, the first thing the hacker does is erase the logs, audit logs. And this happened with multiple firewalls and other activity log monitoring softwares as well. But if the same log shifted on blockchain, the moment the logs are published, it should auto-replicate and put an entry on the blockchain. The main feature of blockchain, everyone is aware, is it cannot be manipulated. It cannot be modified. It cannot be deleted if it's on blockchain. So indirectly, it gives a very simple and a very normal solution that if any hacking attempt happens, even if the logs are erased by the hacker by accessing the main server or the backup server as well, still the logs which are published on the blockchain will be there, right? So if we can provide a facility that without actually doing any coding stuff, you can simply do certain stuff using which you can publish your block or activity logs on the blockchain in a user-friendly way. You don't require your technical team to completely jump onto that and function. So this is the idea behind it. I just want to show you the platform. We are making it more interactive by drag and drop option, where you can also build something how the website builder works, something how the application builder, the automated builder works. So as of now, we have a token creator. Now this is just to give a glimpse and an idea how things can be integrated or implement. So here we have actually designed a simple platform which is allowing you to build your coin without writing a line of code. It is something where suppose you have a governance body want to implement it for a particular use case. So you can actually deploy your coin with all the customization possibilities right from drop down boxes, and also publish your coin on the blockchain network, test it, make it live. We are here not concentrating on the part of listing and generating revenue part. No, that's a different part. I'm purely talking about the core technical part about launching your own coin for a particular use case on SharkWeb blockchain. So here, let me take an example. There is a very simple form right after login. So I have to type the token name. Now let me see WBS coin. Just for an example, I want to launch a token named this. I will give the symbol as WBS. Decimals here can be defined. It's basically for Bitcoin, it's Satoshi. 0.00001, how much decimals you required. It can go up to 18. I will type it as 3. So suppose I will have 0.000001 as the first coin decimal for me. Token supply, I have to type. It's basically something I have to deal with the tokenomics. So I can have a billion coins, I can have a million coins. So I'll just type a random. I will like to have a million coins roughly. Supply type, this is where I have to define whether it is mintable or non-mintable. So as you know, there are mintable coins and non-mintable coins. You can generate the coins at any given point of time in the future as well, keep it at mintable. Access type, you can, depending upon the use cases, if it's not for publicly available selling coin on exchanges, you can definitely have it non-transferable, where a particular use case is defined for the coin. So I can select it any as per my use case. Contract type, as we want, suppose there have been lot of updates happening. Our blockchain is on the testnet period, so there are many changes that are going to happen. So I can actually define whether if any updation has happened, whether I can temporarily disable movement, transfers, or any kind of changes happening to the coin transfers. So I can do it myself, or I can keep it non-possible that any given point of time you cannot stop it yourself. You can have it burnable. Suppose at any given point of time the minting has happened more and you want to reduce the tokens and all, you can do that type as well. So type and all is predefined in the blockchain network for the blockchain on which we are doing the deployment. It can vary depending upon the type of blockchain. And all I have to do is just press on the confirm button, pay the respective amount of fee that is actually required, and I have actually kept my private key and things open. Just for typing purpose, I need to say it once. Okay, here we go. So I type my private key, I type my fast phrase, and I click on finish and pay. The moment I do this, you can see I got my token generated without writing a single line of code. Now this is just for a glimpse that when a token can be generated in such a way, why not other things can be done? It is just that you should know the customizations, the feature, the requirement, and the need of the end user from the public perspective end, and try to utilize, build up the use case using AI and also multiple other things that are available already in the technical world, and deploy it. Like I just deployed a token. We have similar format where we can actually generate the API keys. So if you have any Web2 application, you simply want to put it on the blockchain network, all you have to do is generate the API key for that particular thing. Of course, that requires a minor technical support part where you need to integrate certain things in your existing application as well, and you will simply start fetching the data out of it and put it on the blockchain network, and everything will definitely be visible on the Explorer part. So you can simply visit the Explorer of the blockchain and you will get the information whatever required. So that was it, how the user friendliness can be done. The actual power of blockchain is much more behind what we are actually utilizing right now. So whether there have been few instances where especially when we talk about the part of core cybersecurity aspect for the use of blockchain. There are so many tools, softwares, and applications that are working and functioning by putting a lot of logs, especially when we talk about the forensic analysis of any particular thing in the cybersecurity world for any kind of investigation cases or audit logs. The number of logs that are created are quite huge. It's enormous, and we have seen even when we try to export it in open office kind of software or a Microsoft Excel sheet, even the sheets reaches their limit, and we have to create multiple sheets of it. So this is not viable. What we can do is we can actually utilize blockchain to store these logs, and even segregation using certain data analytics techniques can be done. So majority of the tools, now this is one of the operating system known as Kali Linux. It's an open source operating system usually used by cybersecurity auditors to do certain vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. At the same time, there have been allegations that it can also be misused for various unethical hacking purpose. So this has many softwares which are open source, and these softwares allows you to customize or modify your things as per your need as well. So what we have done is we have successfully modified and crafted in such a way that all the tools, or not all, I would rather say majority of them, are capable of putting the logs on the blockchain network, and we are successfully monitoring it. The only part remains is making it user friendliness, and this is where I think the developers community need to work. So the adoption of blockchain will definitely increase once it is more user friendly. Thank you very much.